Dragon and the Revolutionary Army overall are one of the biggest mysteries in One Piece. Despite the fact that we know the bounties of some members, we still don't know the bounties of the strongest members, especially after invading Mary Geoise. Don't forget that their leader, Dragon, is the most wanted character in the story. In this video, I will show you the possible hidden members and bounties of the Revolutionary Army. Let's start with the 4 army commanders. Morley of Fur is a giant and a newcomer, as well as the commander of the West Army. Morley's existence was first alluded to by Emporio Ivankov during the Impel Down arc as the one responsible for the creation of New Kama Land. He has basic haki and ate the devil fruit Oshi Oshi no Mi, which allows him to push and mold the ground as if it were made of clay. He has a known bounty of 293 million belly, but after invading Mary Geoise, I believe it increased by at least 300 million berries. Lindbergh is a cat mink and the commander of the Revolutionary South Army. Lindbergh is the highly skilled inventor who demonstrated a few weapons. The Cool Shooter, which can fire rapid bullets that freeze sections in its target's bodies, and a laser shooter that fires beams of light. Only genius engineers such as Vegapunk, Queen, and Frankie have created similar technology so far. He has armament and observational haki and a known bounty of 316 million berries. An additional 300 million berries for the same reasons as Morley. Karasu is the commander of the North Army. He's one of the coolest side characters to me, mainly because of his character design and his devil fruit, Susu Susu no Mi, which is surprisingly a Logia type devil fruit. It allows him to create, control, and transform his body into soot at will. He can create crows with his elemental body. His soot crows can fly at high speed, and Karasu can even communicate with his crewmates through them. We haven't seen it yet, but this ability is really useful for spying as well. Karasu has haki and a bounty of 400 million berries. Bello Betty is the current commander of the East Army following the death of the previous commander Ginny. The world government has given her a bounty of 457 million berries, proving that she is a significant threat to their operations. Like the other commanders, she has armament and observation haki, as well as a strange but fitting devil fruit for the Revolutionary Army, the Kobu Kobu no Mi. It allows her to encourage and rally people into fighting, increasing their resolve and physical strength. I believe she and her powers will be very useful in the final war. An additional 300 million berries for invading Mary Geoise. Koala is a high-ranking officer of the Revolutionary Army, serving as the Fishman Karate Assistant Instructor. She is one of the best written side characters in the story. She started as a slave, and now she's a Revolutionary Army member. She has no devil fruit or haki, but she is very skilled in Fishman Karate. Due to this, I don't think her bounty is higher than 100 million berries. Hack is a fishman who competed at the Kurita Coliseum for the Mera Mera no Mi. It's not confirmed if he has haki, but as a fishman, Hack has 10 times the strength of a normal human, so I would give him a bounty of at least 200 million berries. Inazuma is a newcomer and the deputy commander of the G Army in the Revolutionary Army, serving under Emporio Ivankov as his right-hand man. Inazuma ate the Choki Choki no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows him to transform parts of his body into scissors. His scissors can cut through any solid material, no matter how durable, including stone and metal. He can manipulate anything he snips with his scissors as though it were made of paper. We know that his bounty is at least 100 million berries. He had a few very impressive feats during the Impel Down and Marineford arcs, so I believe now his bounty is around 300 million berries. You probably know that Oda tends to use puns with bounties, also known as Goro Awase. Let's take the Cross Guild for example. Crocodile has a bounty of 1.965 billion berries. 9.65 can be read as Kuroko, simply Croco. Mihawk's bounty is 3.59 billion berries. 359 can be read as Mikoku, something similar to Mihawk. In Roger's bounty of 564,800,000 berries, the 648 can be read as Roshia. This could refer to his given name Roger. In Shanks' bounty, 489 can be read as Shanks, and so on. With this knowledge, let's move on to Ivankov's bounty. Emporio Ivankov is the queen of the Kamabaka Kingdom, one of the Revolutionary Army's founding members, and the commander of the G Army, which covers the Grand Line. He is a former slave who escaped from God Valley. He also escaped from Impel Down, where he lived in the secret Okama Paradise on level 5.5. He has strong haki and ate the Horu Horu no Mi, a paramecia type devil fruit that allows him to create a variety of special hormones that can alter the recipient's body in any way he desires. He can alter physical aspects like sex, growth, skin pigment, stamina, emotions, weapons, and many other things. Many underestimate him, but he is really strong. He clashed with Magellan and Akainu and trained Sanji for 2 years. In Goro Awase, I, Wan, Ko, Fu resembles 1152, so I believe his bounty will be 1.152 billion berries, which suits Ivankov perfectly. Bartholomew Kuma's current frozen bounty is 296 million berries, but we all know he deserves a much higher one. At God Valley, before escaping, he ate one of the most powerful devil fruits in the story. With the Nikyu Nikyu no Mi, he can repel anything his paw pads come into contact with. He has amazing defense, can teleport, and interestingly, he can repel all the pain, injury, and exhaustion out of a person's body, allowing him to completely heal people in an instant. Its offensive powers are also overpowered. He could one-shot Little Oars Jr., a pirate with a bounty of 550 million berries. After Egghead, he became the first known person to punch one of the Gorosei, and currently he is still alive, so I'm sure his bounty will increase. Aside from his powers, he is a member of the Revolutionary Army, a former Shichibukai, and he knows a lot of secrets about the world government. Overall, Kuma is the most important side character in the story. It may seem too much for some of you, but because of all those feats, I believe his bounty will increase to 2.929 billion berries. Ni Q equals 2929. Similar to Kuma, Sabo deserves a much higher bounty on his head. During Dressrosa, his bounty was 602 million berries. Sabo is the Revolutionary Army's chief of staff, recognized as the number 2 of the entire organization. He has armament and observational haki. I wouldn't be surprised if he has Conqueror's haki as well. In Dressrosa, he got his brother's devil fruit, the Mera Mera no Mi, a powerful Logia-type devil fruit, and we saw that he was already good with it. Later, he invaded Mary Geoise and clashed with admirals. According to the Cross Guild, admirals are worth 3 billion berries. Later, he saw the real forms of the Gorosei and Imu, escaped from them, and even survived the Mother Flame. According to the news, Sabo became even more popular than Dragon in many countries. In Goro Awase, Sa and Bo are 3 and 4, so I believe he will have a well-deserved 3.4 billion berry bounty. Monkey D. Dragon is the leader of the Revolutionary Army. He has the nickname World's Worst Criminal and poses the biggest danger to the world government. Even after 24 years, we don't know much about Dragon, but he is the father of the main character. Oda has big plans for him for sure. I don't even need to say that he has all 3 types of haki and a strong devil fruit, most likely connected to weather and dragons. Maybe he has one of the god fruits as well. He is the leader of strong characters like Sabo, Kuma, and Ivankov. He is also a former Marine. God knows what he found out while he was there. He is the reason why the Celestial Dragons are starving right now, and currently he is waiting for the move of the Holy Knights. He will be one of the main figures in the final war for sure, and because of all these reasons, I believe his bounty is 10,650 million berries. Of course, it seems too much, especially when the highest bounty is around 6 billion berries for now, but the story is coming to an end, and there are not a lot of bounties left to be revealed. I believe Oda will shock us with his bounty for the last time. He's been keeping it a secret for more than 20 years after all. Also, 10, 6, and 5 can be read as Do-Ra-Go. Now let's talk about the possible members of the Revolutionary Army. We're in the final arc right now. Several characters have said that there will be a lot of betrayals and surprises, and I believe the new members of the Revolutionary Army will be one of those surprises. The most popular opinion is, of course, Kuzan. Kuzan is currently the 10th ship captain of the Blackbeard Pirates. After leaving the Navy, he joined the Blackbeard Pirates and recently even fought against Garp on behalf of his pirate group. By all means, it appears that Kuzan is very loyal to his pirate crew, but it also seems that he does it to gain trust for his future plans. It is easily possible for him to actually be allied with the Revolutionary Army. We must remember that Dragon is leading a strategic revolution. Just as he placed Ivankov and Impel down, he could easily have done this to keep tabs on the Blackbeard Pirates. We know that he is kind. He could not kill Saul, and he let Robin live even 20 years ago when he was a Marine. He can't serve under an evil character like Blackbeard. His goal is to create a better world, so being a secret revolutionary suits him best for now. I believe his current bounty is around 3.4 billion berries like Sabo. The next option is Sentomaru. Sentomaru is a character who has suffered quite a lot at Egghead. As the personal bodyguard of Vegapunk, he put himself in harm's way to ensure that his benefactor managed to escape from Egghead. Even though he was utterly destroyed by one of his closest friends, Kizaru, in combat, Sentomaru still lives. Since he can no longer be part of the Navy and has a pretty good sense of justice, I think there's a high chance he'll become one of the revolutionaries. A bounty of 600 million berries suits him well. The former Baroque Works member Bon Clay is currently in level 5.5 of Impel Down. At some point, he's going to have to break out of this prison, and when that happens, fans can expect him to meet up with Ivankov once again. It must be remembered that Bon Clay admires Ivankov a lot and worships him like a god. For him, the only place to go after Impel Down would be to Kamabaka Kingdom, where the Revolutionary Army is currently situated. For everything he has done during the Impel Down arc, he deserves a bounty of 400 million berries. The last, and my favorite option, is Trafalgar Law. There have been theories that Law is a secret ally of the Sword and the Revolutionary Army as well. I won't dive deep into these theories, but I just wanted to mention that this is not a new idea. After fighting Blackbeard, Law hardly escaped with the help of Beppo. Currently, he has no crew and his submarine got destroyed as well. I think one of the best and most logical places where Law can go is to join the Revolutionary Army. We all know that his story in One Piece is not finished, and we know his current active bounty is 3 billion berries. That's it for today. Write what you think about these bounties down in the comments, and if you want to see more about the meaning of Dragon's Tattoo, watch this video right here. Bye.